and welcome to a new episode of the Knitting in the Podcast. I don't know for sure, but I think this is episode 59 in English. I'm Ivonne, I'm a knitter, and I'm going to tell you everything about what I knitted on the last week. I do have a cup of water, no coffee today because I have already 2 cups. This lovely mug I got from Margreet, made by Greet. We went to Texel with a group of knitting ladies and she had a present for everybody. And I got this lovely mug, so I have water in it. It is Wednesday today, 15 October. And tomorrow on 16 October, this podcast goes on YouTube. My podcast is mainly about knitting because that's the main craft I love the most. Sometimes I sew a little bit, or I crochet a little bit. But knitting is my first love, so that's where I talk about all the time. And I'm really a sock knitter, shawls and blankets, and sometimes a garment, sometimes a sweater, or sometimes a cardigan. But that's not what I do a lot. I'm a sucker for scrappy projects, scrappy socks. So that's what you see here a lot. The weather update. Of course, it's still a little bit too hot in the Netherlands. For me, it's still 14, 15 degrees during the day and at night around 10. Normally, when it's under 10 degrees in the night, it's better, in my opinion. But yeah, I try to walk every day, at least 5 times a week. In the summer I did every day, but now it's more like 5 times a week because on Monday I have always my cleaning in my house, and then you have a lot of physical work already, and Saturdays I skip now also because of time, and sometimes you do something nice. So that's the new normal for me in the winter. Trying to succeed to do 5 times a week. So that is what I'm doing. What I'm wearing is I threw it over my shoulders. It's my Go-Go Dynamo shawl from last year. I show you in the end all my mkals where I knit on. I did 3 already, and this year the 4th one, and this one was the one from last year. So I thought, I can drape that around my shoulders for today. So then I think we start with the knitting, the sock knitting. The first, I have a little finished object, but it's not really a finished object. Last year I knitted this pumpkin from this lovely sock yarn. It's strumpegarn. And afterwards, when it was ready, I thought, I'm going to make socks of it also. But the socks were lying still for 1 year, and I didn't feel it anymore to go on knitting them. So I made a pumpkin also of the first piece I knitted for the sock. I did a 3x1 rib. Maybe you've seen it a little bit, but I don't think it's really... So I made a pumpkin of it, and that was nice. So I have 2 pumpkins, and I'm trying to do maybe another one, or otherwise next year, because October is flying by again. And I like the pumpkins, also the ones in the shops. Yesterday I was at the Aldi, and there were lovely pumpkins made, €6, but I thought, no, Ivonne, you can make them yourself. So we don't buy, I'm trying to make them myself. Maybe I will knit another one this weekend. I don't know that yet. So we'll see. Sometimes it's nice to do a little thing in between all my sock knitting and shawls. So I think I will make another one this weekend. And then the sock knitting, the first sock. I don't have finished objects this week because I didn't feel well. in the weekend, Saturday, I woke up. Yeah, I was really tired all week. Saturday, I woke up with stomach ache and headache, and so I slept a lot. Sunday also, I slept in the afternoon a lot. So a lot of knitting time that I have in the weekends were gone. But yeah, this sock I already showed you. This is the first sock of the lovely ball from Noro. I got it from a knitting friend, Roel, with this bag with it. Super nice. She lives in Manchester, and I visited her this summer, and she gifted me this bag. It's from POM, maybe you know it when you live in the UK. And this is the ball. The sock yarn, Noro sock yarn, Silk Garden sock yarn, and it's color number S84. So maybe you think, oh wow, I love these colors. Oh yeah, we bought them at the wool barn. Yeah, the wool barn. I don't know. It's in the neighborhood of Manchester. It was 20 minutes ride, I think. But I don't know where it exactly is. But yeah, that was nice. So we bought a lot of sock yarn there. And this one was one of the balls I got from Roel. This is the second sock. I casted it on. I would have knitted on it Sunday, but yeah, I was feeling ill, so I didn't succeed to do more than only the cuff and a few rounds. But yeah, this is I think like a 6-ply, so a DK weight, a thicker sock yarn. So I'm knitting these on 3.25 millimeter needles, 20 centimeters from Knit Pro. Normally I did my DK socks on 3.5 millimeter needles, but sometimes they were too sloppy, so I thought I will go down a size with the needles, and that's going well. So this is my first sock whip. Then I have, oh yeah, this one. This is where I knitted on mostly whole week. This is the chicky-lace sock. It's a pattern from Pien. She's on Ravelry. The socks of Pien, the sokken van Pien. And I knit these socks for the seasonal sock along from Luna Ster Knit. She's also a Dutch podcaster, and she does every season a new sock along. And this is the sock along from this season, and I like it a lot with the little holes and yarn overs. It's a free pattern, so you can download it if you like. Maybe you did it already. I told it last week also. This is the first sock. I knitted on 60 stitches. Normally I would do 64 for me, but this was the pattern, and I chose to do 3x1 rib instead of 2x2. I think my leg is a little bit shorter than normal. I think 12 centimeters instead of 14. But I think I was ready with that pattern. I thought, okay, stop now. Make the heel flap and heel turn and the gusset. And then you just have to do the pattern on the top of the foot. It's not hard, but you have to pay attention because sometimes I didn't have the holes on the right place. So the first one was, I think, last week already ready, and the second one is here on my needles and just in the gusset, the start of the gusset. So yeah, I love this pattern a lot. I certainly going to knit another pair. I think I will choose another sock yarn and one color sock yarn to do another pair afterwards, because now the rhythm of that pattern is a little bit in my system, and I'm a type that when I knit something I like, I knit it more times, like the Versus Unite. And this sock is also such a nice pattern that I will use it more often. So that is that. This is the Mylan White tweed. I got it from one of the viewers. I met her at a knitting ontmoetdag tweed, Mylan White, and it is number 161 van Lana Grossa. It's a nice sock yarn. They sell it here a lot in yarn shops. So this is the second one. Hopefully I can show you next week the finished object. That would be nice. And it lives in my quilting bag I bought also last September at Quilting Mika. She's on Instagram as Quilting Mika and she makes bags for our knitters. Super nice. I love it. With all the lovely fabrics. You keep staring at it. Yeah, that is 1, 2. Then I have another bag from Mika. This one I bought it also last ontmoetdag. This was in the sale. I love it a lot. It's super handy. So take it away on your bike. I always go on the e-bike through Hengelo. And here is the meeneem sock, the takeaway sock. It's a slow process, this sock, because I do it on little circular needles, and that is not my favorite yet, but it's for takeaway super handy, and I want to learn myself to knit more often on this little circular, but it's still not my favorite. I always like DPNs more. Yeah, and I don't knit on this very often. I did 3 rows when I was at my father's house. So it's a slow process, but it's okay. I knit a lot of socks, so some socks can take longer. This one... Oh yeah, here's the first one. I was searching. I thought, where is the first one? First one's ready. So I hope I will finish it before the end of December. That's the planning. And it is Alio sock wool from Hertje Garn. I bought it in London at Beautiful Knitters when I was there in March, and it's color number 10. So if you think, oh, what a nice ball, I want it, maybe you can Google it. So that is number 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then another bag from Quilting Mika. I bought 3 bags late last ontmoetdag. So you see a lot of Mika bags. This one I love a lot. Also with an orange zipper. And here are the socks from my uncle Heinz. I promised him to make socks. He saw me sock knitting at my father's house. And he said, oh, that is so nice. That reminds me of my mother. She was always sitting and knitting socks for us. So then I said, should I knit socks for you? But at first I asked which size he has. Because I thought when he has size 47 European, I don't do it. But he has size 42. So yeah, that's not too big. This is the start. I think I showed it last week. It's not really far. I knit these on 2.5mm needle Knit Pros. And I do, for the man, I will do a 2x2 rib. I think it's a little bit more, yeah, it fits better on the legs for the man. So this one is for Heinz. This is the first sock. And the yarn is from Opal. It's a Opal subscription ball. So you can get it only when you have a subscription on Opal. I don't think it's, I don't know if you can get it everywhere. I don't have it on this moment because last year I had 24 balls. And you get 4 times a year. 6 balls or 4? No, 6 balls. So 24 balls in 1 year, it's a lot. So I didn't, yeah, I stopped it for a while. And maybe I will do it later. Yeah, in about a year or 2, I don't know. So that is number, what was it, 4? Yeah, 4. And then I have in this bag is was made for me. One of the viewers, super nice. It's a little bit bigger, wider than what I usually have. But it's super nice. I have a lot of sock balls in it. Because I'm knitting like scrappy socks from the leftovers from my Garter Marler cardigan. And then I was doing that at first with these 3 colors. And then I thought, oh, I like that. I don't put any other colors in. Only the cuff. Oh yeah, this is in a DPN holder, because these DPNs are 15 centimeters. I bought it at Stephen and Penelope's, and it is Chaigu. And the cuff is durable socks tweed, and that is yeah, that was I found it on the flea market. So this is a like a scrappy sock, a little bit scrappy, yeah. Leftover yarn. So this is the first one, not so really far, but I did the heel flap this week and I picked up the stitches, and now I have to go on with the foot. So this is also a little long time project. I'm not in a hurry, and I knit on it when I feel like it. But yeah, now with the mkal, I'm knitting a lot on shawl, of course. Do I want to tell you? This one I bought on Etsy once at Rosie Retro, and it's a London themed DPN holder. So with the short needles you need to put it in a holder like that, otherwise your stitches flew off the needles. So that were 5 sock whips. Yeah, that was it for the sock whips. What I said, I had to do more on Sunday, but yeah, I slept 1.5 days. I was lying in my bed sleeping, so there was less knitting time. And at Sunday, I thought, I feel so bad if I just knit on a few socks and go sleeping and do the mkal Monday again. So I started with the mkal, of course, Thursday night, and then Friday, Saturday a little bit, Sunday didn't do it, Monday and yesterday. And I completed nearly clue 2. Mystery knit along from Stephen West. Yeah, everybody will know what I mean. Every October he's doing that. Stephen West is a knitwear designer. He lives in Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and I think he is originally from America. He's originally a dancer, but he's now a knitter, and he's a super good knitter. I learned a lot from these mkals I already did. I will show you my old mkals after this. Yeah, so I have to do another 4 rows, and then I'm ready with clue 2. When you see this on Thursday, clue 2 is already out, so I'm very curious. I can't wait to see how it goes, what the shape will be, what section 3 will be of clue 3. I knit this up from Drops Alpaca, maybe I told it before. This is one of the colors, Alpaca from Drops. It's very affordable yarn, and it is very drapey. I love it a lot. It's a sport weight, so I think the gauge is a little bit wider than you're used to with merino, but I like that always. Bigger is always better. But yeah, that was a little disaster at the end yesterday. I was knitting. I had to start this color again, but there wasn't so much left from the first ball, so I thought maybe you can better take a new ball so that you don't have to, halfway you have to choose a new color. You have more ends to weave in, and I didn't want that. So that's what I did. I started with a new ball, and then it stopped. It was moth-eaten. So, oh no, I thought, no, and I had all the eyelets picked up. I've knitted all the eyelets. I couldn't knit it back. I couldn't take it back. And I thought, yeah, then I have to again pick the old one and knit on with the old one. So that's what I did. Well, here is the broken piece. I have to weave in the ends at the end. I was searching in that bowl, are there more moth-eaten pieces? But there were 2 in the beginning, so I left it, put it aside, and I will look this afternoon if there is more, and if there's no more, I can still use it. But yeah, there was a little bit shock. This yarn I bought myself, I think in spring. I wanted to use this color for my Versus Unite shawl, but I chose to do another color and leave this color out. And the only thing I can think of, it was lying in a basket without plastic or something over it, so that there was in this summer a moth that has eaten my yarn. I don't know it. Yeah, I don't know. The rest of the ball seems to be nice, good, because I knitted a whole Versus Unite from it, and I didn't have it. So, yeah, I think we cannot provide that they don't come in our yarns. And this is 100% alpaca wool. So he thought, oh, that's a lekker hapje. That's a good taste. So that was a little bit of a shock, but yeah, and yesterday I was so tired I couldn't knit on it anymore. I thought, Ivonne, I'll do the last few rows tomorrow when you're fit and when you're editing your videos. So yeah, very, very curious how it goes, how it will go along with this shawl. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock I'm sitting in front of the TV waiting for the new clue. Yeah, so we'll see. If I don't have enough of this color through the moths, I'm going to I think I will going to, oh no, I don't have it here anymore, to skip it for another color. Maybe I have enough alpaca yarns. I thought of, wait, I have two options. These I used in my Versus Unite. This one or this one instead of the peach one. I'm not going to buy new skeins, so then it will be one of those. But here's the ball. I'm trying to see if it's how many moths. Yeah, maybe the rest is good. So I will see that when I going to roll it up, wind it up. So that is the plan. Now I'm trying to use up my stash, but I'm trying to use stash that was also for this shawl. This was all in my stash. Didn't buy new ones for it. I want to use it, and I love alpaca yarn for shawls, so that's the reason why I don't want to buy new balls. Oh yeah, it's in my Birdie and Poppet bag, I forgot to say. I bought it 2 or 3 years ago. So and I'm very happy with it because she doesn't send to the Netherlands anymore. So if I want a Birdie and Poppet bag, I could order it through my friend who lives in England. But I will only do that when I think I want that bag so badly, and I can give the address of my friend Roel, who also has like a knitting channel, and she has she talks about healthy food and healthy living, and afterwards she always shows her knittings and sometimes crochet. So if you like to search, look her up. The name is The Real Health Thing. I will put it under in the screen. I hope I don't forget. So sorry if I forgot it, but you can find the link under my last video. Yeah. So yeah, that was the mkal for this year. So far, I'm very curious what I said. Then I will show you my the shawls from the first time I participated. I did the twist and turns. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I had a lot of free time back then, and I was knitting the whole day. I think I started on Thursday at 9 or 10 o'clock, and then the whole day long, 4 or 5 days after, 4 days. I did 4 days, and then I was finished, and then I had a few days to do something else, some other knits, and then I started again. So my twist and turns was ready, within the 4 weeks. I loved it a lot. The techniques, it was all new for me. I loved this cable thing a lot, and the this cabling, that was all, yeah, it was all new and I loved it. When he said back then, choose colors you like, and then you can go wrong. But I liked red, I liked this is off-white, and I like pink. But when I saw my shawl and it was ready, I thought, oh, it looks a little bit like a candy stick for in your Christmas tree. So yeah, the shape is not my favorite. It was super nice to knit, but when you wear it like this, this is too cold when I'm on my bike. So I didn't wear it a lot, but yeah, I'm still happy with my shawl. It's always nice to show. And this was a good lesson. I learned a lot from this. So if you think, oh, I want to participate once, I say do. You can only learn from it. And yeah, if you don't finish it, it's okay. But yeah, it was a super nice knit. So that was year one. Then the Geo Gradient came. Now it was with a disaster from Stephen West. I don't, with the start of the shawl, it was, I thought it was so zielig. How do you say that in English? So at first I thought, oh, I don't want it anymore. But yeah, I had a yarn for it. I was ready for it and I wanted to do it again. So I did it. But my shawl, in the end, with blocking, it was going in the water. Normally I never used Eucalan, because in Eucalan there is lanolin, and I'm allergic for that, lanolin. But this time I had a little, how do you say that? To try, and I put it in the water, and immediately the red bled really severe. And I tested it already before because I was afraid that it would bleed, but that didn't happen. I put it in cold and warmer water, and it was nice. I used it also for another shawl, so I thought it's okay. And when I put it in that bath I made, it was immediately bleeding and verprutst. Yeah, how do you say verprutst? It was helemaal verprutst. All the knitting I did for nothing. Ta-da! The pink one is officially broken, off-white. So that's what happened. Now this one was 100% single merino. It's all felted. This was sock yarn. This was the red one. It's bleeding all over. And I didn't like this part of the shawl. With this, it looks nice, but it feels not drapey. It's stiff, and now through the felting, it's sowieso stiff, stupid shawl. This I didn't like to knit. It looks nice, but I didn't like to knit it, so it was not my shawl. But yeah, I can use it as a cat blanket maybe, or I keep it as a memory of the mislukte shawl. How do you say mislukt? It didn't look. It didn't work. I don't know. I'm sorry. So that was the Geo Gradient. Not my shawl. But yeah, I don't throw it away. That's a little pity. Now, last year it was this one. Then I still like to participate in it. I thought, okay, I will do it again. Hopefully it's better now. And I had a little money for my birthday, and I bought a kit at Stephen and Penelope's from Twisted Ambitions Yarns. Super nice yarn, and I knitted my Go-Go Dynamo. Oh yeah, I did a few things different. I didn't do the brioche. Oh, that was here. Oh yeah, here. I like eyelets. I don't like brioche. I didn't do it before. I tried it, but it didn't work out. And then I put a lifeline in, and I chose to do the eyelets, and I'm very happy with it. And I did here only stripes. If you see in this between here, you had to do, yeah, then it's become a triangle. But I didn't have my stitch count on the right side. I don't know it anymore. And then I thought, Yvonne, come on, do just garter ridges. So that's what I did. So it's a little bit different, but I think when I didn't told you, you wouldn't see it. But this was a really nice knit. Only the triangles in the end, those were, yeah, not hard, but you had to twist and turn your work. So yeah. But yeah, happy with this shawl. Happy with the yarn I used for it. Yeah, and this year it was yarn from Stash. So maybe I will, maybe I will buy a kit next year. I don't know that yet. We'll see that. So that was it for the knitting today. Okay, then yeah. The thing I want to show you also is this shawl. I knit this also last year. It is the striped shawl from Steven West. And I took all my shawls from the hibernation. And then I thought, oh yeah, this one I will go use in a while, hopefully when it's colder. It's the striped shawl, the painting striped shawl. I did it with alpaca because that's my favorite yarn, and it's really big. I was surprised to see how big it is. I did block it because that was really necessarily with the shawl, because you do, I think, 2 rows ribbing and then stockinette, and then it will go in. Sorry. No, yeah, it will. It's better to block. So that's what I did. But when it was finished, it was already nearly summer, so I did not wear it. So I feel like, I hopefully we get some cold days soon, so I can wear this lovely shawl. I certainly will knit this one again, and then maybe with an advent calendar or with all the colors. Super nice. So that is what I wanted to show you also. Maybe if you're new here. But you can always watch old videos back if you think on a Sunday, I don't know what to do. Go binge watch my videos. This one's really big. So if you like a big shawl, this one is a really big shawl. Yeah, I think that was it for this week. I am going to edit these videos today. My youngest son is on holiday. He left this morning. They went to Italy with 2 friends. So that's always a little bit spannend, a beetje exciting that he's on the road. But he worked really hard for it, so it's super nice for him. But that means that I don't have to cook for my youngest son. Normally I cook 4 days a week, and 1 day a week my eldest son is eating with us, and the other 3 days I just cook for my youngest son, because my eldest son, he's all making dinner for his girlfriend and him, or they eat at her place. So it gives me a little bit more space the next weeks, that I just have to cook for myself, and that's such a nice feeling. So I'm going to do makkelijk. I'm choosing things I like. I don't have to ask them, what do you want to eat? Yeah, my eldest son, of course. But what I say, normally I have to cook 1 time a week for him instead of 4. So that's really nice. I'm looking forward to that. Less laundry. That's also nice. So I have a little bit holiday myself too. Even een slokje water. So I think this was it. I see you on Sunday with a Sunday vlog again, and if you have a question, please ask me. If you if you want to know something, you can follow me on Instagram. as knitting and then also on Ravelry. I'm trying to I'm trying to be more active on Ravelry, but it's not where I'm daily, where you can find me daily. If you want to find me, you can find me at best at on Instagram. That's where I'm daily looking at. So thank you for watching. Maybe see you on Sunday, and otherwise I see you next week with a podcast again. Doei! Yes, and here you see me sitting knitting at my father's house. I had my red trousers on and my red socks. I'm knitting on the takeaway sock. Then you see my father coming in. He's showing what he made. He made a stool. I don't know, we call it a kruk. You can change it in height. And he made a new seating on it. See, he's busy with the seating, and he took that form for the piece where you sit on. So you see my father go sit down on the thing to show, and he's trying to get on it, and I say, don't fall, because that thing was so high. But it went well. My father's 82, but he always likes to make things. That chair stool was broken, and he makes a new seating on it himself. So that's what he liked to do. Daar is niet zo mooi. Look how gorgeous it is. Looks like that cloud is on fire. It is sunset now. In about a quarter, the sun goes under. So I thought I have to walk now, and it looks really nice. Yay! So yes, hello. I was sitting on the bench there for a few minutes. I was waiting. There was somebody walking with a dog straight behind me. I don't like that. So I thought I would walk to the bench, sit there for a while, and then I wait until she's gone. And she's gone now. And I know, of course, everybody can walk here. But sometimes I have the feeling that I want to be alone. And I had I'm going to go home now, knitting on my mkal again. It's nearly finished, it's glue 2. I had a first hot flash again. The period time is over, and now the first hot flash came back, so I don't hope it's coming so severe as the last summer. Hopefully it's a little bit less, because it's a little bit colder. Still can't wait to have the good weather, the cooler weather. Today it was 15 or 16 degrees. I think it's a little bit too much. But I'll see you later. It's today, 14 October, for the record.